She wanted a perfect body to become even more beautiful for anyone to resist. So she did the unimaginable. Ngozi sat quietly in front of her mirror, staring at her reflection. She felt the weight of her thoughts pressing on her chest like a heavy stone. Her life used to feel perfect. A peaceful village, a kind husband, a simple home. But now, it all felt too small for the dreams she had carried since she was a girl. She wanted more. Fame. Admiration. A life where people noticed her, not as a village wife, but as someone special. Someone whose beauty turned heads, whose name carried weight. But what she saw in the mirror didn't match what she saw online. Her body was fine, but not that kind of fine. Not like the women she scrolled past on Instagram, with perfect curves, smooth skin, and flawless smiles. Every time she looked, her insecurities grew stronger. Why can't I look like them? She thought bitterly. Ngozi had everything people said should make her happy. A home, love, comfort. Yet, she felt empty. She wanted more than love. She wanted to be admired, envied, remembered. She wanted the kind of beauty that made people stop and stare. A body that spoke before she even opened her mouth. Fuller hips, smaller waist, a figure that screamed perfection. A knock on the door pulled her out of her thoughts. It was her best friend, Nkechi. Nkechi sat on the bed, already laughing as she scrolled through her phone. Girl, you won't believe what I saw on Instagram today. Ngozi sighed. What is it this time? There's his influencer. Her body is perfect. Curves everywhere. Followers in thousands. If I had her shape, I'd never wear clothes again. Nkechi joked. Ngozi smiled weakly. Yeah, I see those women all the time. I'll never look like that. Nkechi frowned. Stop it. You're beautiful, Ngozi. Ngozi shook her head. Beautiful isn't enough, Nkechi. I want people to notice me, to admire me. I want a perfect body, the kind that gets attention. Nkechi's face softened. She knew this wasn't just vanity. Ngozi wanted to feel seen. After a moment, she said quietly, I know someone who can help you, but it's not exactly normal.
It's called a spiritual BBL. Ngozi blinked. A spiritual what? Nkechi leaned closer. It's like surgery, but through spiritual work. She uses herbs and rituals. I've seen it work, but she hesitated. There's always a price. Ngozi's heart began to race. A part of her knew they sounded strange, dangerous even. But another part, the louder one, whispered it to the air. This is your chance. Does it really work? She asked softly. People say it does. But if you go to Mama, you have to be sure. Her kind of help always costs something. Ngozi looked down, lost in thought. She could almost see herself. Admired, beautiful, perfect. Finally, she said, take me to her. Mama's hut sat deep in the forest, hidden behind thick trees and mist that never seemed to fade. The air grew heavier as Ngozi and Nkechi walked down the narrow path. Even the birds were silent. By the time they reached the hut, Ngozi's palms were sweating. The air smelled strange, like herbs, smoke, and something sharp she couldn't name. The door creaked, opened slowly, as if expecting her. Inside, candles flickered around strange carvings, bones and clay pots. Mama sat on the floor, her eyes dark but sharp, her presence heavy and commanding. Before Ngozi could speak, Mama said softly, I know what you want. You seek beauty. You seek to be noticed. But remember, every gift has a price. Ngozi swallowed hard. I'll pay anything. I just want to be perfect. Mama's lips curved into a small, knowing smile. Then you shall have what you desire. The ritual was unlike anything Ngozi had ever seen. Mama's chants filled the room as she mixed herbs and powders, the air thick with smoke. Ngozi's skin tingled as Mama traced symbols on her body. It felt as though invisible hands were reshaping her. The sensation was strange, part pain, part pleasure. The world around her blurred. When it was over, Mama handed her a mirror. Ngozi gasped. Her waist was slimmer, her hips fuller, her body transformed. She was everything she had dreamed of. But as Mama watched her, a shadow crossed the old woman's face. She said softly, "The beauty you ask for is yours. But remember, child, every gift has its shadow."